Alright, it's the day 2 of this month, and I'm not pretty sure that what is wrong with my mouse. Welcome back to Comic Studio, and we're gonna be scrolling down and we're seeing about for some sort of new comic studios going on. Unfortunately, something is absolutely adding for something very new as well as the very odd parents and like many other things as well. Even for to do this, we already actually tried to review for already to do this as well, including this, but not this, like anything around of those persons as anyways. As we're gonna be finding else isn't going to be very interested about for including of those things as well. So including collaboration keywords as well, new Cookie Run comics as well, even for a lot of them as well. And we're gonna be going for Coolio Studio as we're doing this for whatever that is going to be for a round of this comic studio around here to do this as well. So we're gonna be jumping into this comic studio and let's see here why. We got a bunch of rated of 18 characters as well, and we're gonna be thinking that we're turning the spoilers on, and the other things was actually for some kind of a little bit of Mickey Mouse. Oh, there is many more of those characters by itself. Even for to do this, that we're starting as well. Instead of those characters, like anybody as well, including for how it was. So, what is actually going to do? Let's going for generic guy was actually going to do this as well. So, the Coolio Studio is owned by Bald Bear, thanks to Scott Cawthon for the puppet, which I got from Sprite's resources, thanks to Nickelodeon for SpongeBob, and thanks for CoolSponge87 for the name. We can't use for the user's comics, and which is pretty a lot here for it to say. Even that we just turn on the spoilers on as well. Even for to do this as well, for any of kinds of props, there is nothing in this section except this. There is the cool sponge, the default, and looks like anything for a round of those things as well. So we're gonna be starting a round of this ruler, and for some sort of weaponry items. Not even for this thing, of kind of food as well. Next is the effects, around for the explosion effects as well. And there must be one pack of effects of wooden explosions by itself. Even for to do this is gonna be up next as well. So, and what about this? Some kind of weirdest textures as well. At last is the backgrounds that you're gonna be doing for simple like those texts as well. Like anything is as well for probably like we just tried to do anything as well. So we're started as completely, and we're gonna be trying to start with Baldi's basics with all the way onto the top as well. The next one is for some sort of schoolhouse. The next thing is gonna be the yellow Mickey Mouse. What is this? Scary. Another one is the random 3D, which is obviously weird as hell. And the next one is Epic House, which is kind of obviously, I'm not very sure, this isn't going to be for something really interested. So especially that we're not staying inside of this house. Outside the house, there must be a couple of cars. And next one is the Misk. That wasn't pretty possibly to do so. That's the bad ending of Five Nights at Freddy's Funhouse, or like itself, to do this as well. And the next one is Bear House. And it doesn't seem quietly very appealing for those images. There it is. And the last one is the Coolio Studio, which is actually that we're probably in the studio like before. The others could be for the 3 images left. And we got multiple of those things as well. So we have to wait to appear for just what's next, as we got for many more Misk as well. I think this is gonna be probably a lot. to do it from. Oh, there is the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and the background from SpongeBob SquarePants. Even for to do this, the Sponge House, which is actually non-frictional, I guess. The next one is Squid House everywhere. Next one is Bald House. That's not a real room or like anything like I stated before. I didn't live here, just one thing before this. This is the cabin, and which should be able to be up here right now as well. And there must be red dark monstrous thing as well. The General Motors construct or the Gary's mod construct. Alright, this is the Gary's mod construct. And the Cool Garfield's house shouldn't be like this before. Another one is Corrupted Baldy B and School. I think this is actually for only for one thing. This is not gonna be for such as reasons to do this, but actually these backgrounds aren't going to be suitable to download like this. Generic backgrounds as well wasn't like pretty cool. I remember this that when I was looking around of this video in Ben Bros as well. And the next one is Graveyard, which is I didn't remember for about this as well. Chuck E. Cheese. Oh, there it is. That we just seen around from TikTok or like other kinds of videos like Cookie Run as well. So I'm probably to do this. That is actually supposed to be in Chuck E. Cheese, the store of whatever. And nothing that you should be able to be looking inside around as well. It's not going to be waiting for a few more times because that was pretty such as wasted. And the last two ones is Retro Pizzeria and the studio as well, or the pizzeria as well. So we can't be able to get inside, and especially that doesn't going to be matters as well. So even that you're gonna be inside the store, the pizzeria, and the studio, of course. So that should be the last three of them as well, and there must be two images have just completely missing as well. So even for that we're gonna be added for some like anything whatsoever, and especially like those founded Roblox images like therefore. Even for to do this as well, so you're gonna be in the security guard as well. Even that you're running all the way around in the hallway, even for to do this is actually going to be for a pretty amount of stuff. Let's just gonna be actually using for studio crossovers whatsoever. After making of this process in 30 minutes later, even that we just seen the result that before this we just completely added for around for Friday Night Funkin' characters around here, except for really run here as well. That the first thing that we didn't added Willy as well, and which is actually isn't YT any times as well. We added some sort of an old man, and actually for pizzeria workers as well, or some sort of like this as well. We added the boss Anders, and any more of those things such as Carol, including like anything from above was actually even to do this that we just eventually add Cello over here and Elided as well. So Etilid as well. I'm probably that we're gonna be seeing for the results, and here it is. We got for some sort of an old man as well. We added for some sort of Cookie Run automobiles and Hot Wheels cars outside the store of whatever. So let's go for the 6 clips before we're gonna be end of this video. But before this, that we just going to be find what actually that it is. That before we're going to be saying to do this as well. The team of Friday Night Fun can wiki and every mod creators And because of those things of Friday Night Funkin' characters from the original game, because I added for some sort of mods like anything as well. So the first thing we got for some sort of an old man, which is I just actually use it for the Beelers as well, for just actually for some sort of Beelers bub as well. So even actually that walking around the hallway, even for it's another one for some sort of fruit cookie as well. So even though I say dump as well, that I just didn't actually know for its name. So even for to do this as well, and I cannot believe that able to be saying for the Hyperheim's Dump Comic Studio, there is Fruit Punch Cookie wasn't actually going to be looking for and like anyways. The second clip, that must be for Daddy Dearest, that Pico is gonna be battling against him as well, instead of rap or fighting like even for it was, and outside of the house, or even for some sort of, it's not a garage like itself we got for the cars from Cookie Run Oven Break, including the sandwich van. Right over here, there must be some sort of multiple Hot Wheels cars, and 6 of them. And there is Elite was surrounded by Hot Wheels cars, and he was outside of the store of whatever. Beside one, there is Garcello, who wasn't actually going to be to pick up the car for one time, or his car like anything as well. And for the 5th clip as well, for 2 more to go, we have Carol, and there is Hype Cookie behind the seats, and trees like anything as well, for some sort of pine trees as well. And that must be the last clip, whatever it is, for some sort of that I'm just probably able to be using like itself, and for some sort of Friday Night Funkin' like anything as well. So we have for a Strangled Red, like there must be 7. The character named 7 was actually for some sort of one thing as well. And the boss called Angers was right over here. And that's all that we just eventually just say around anything about these. So not any more of all of those things that I just added like anything as well to do this as well, even for to do this. So if before we're gonna be end of this video that we just already added a lot of characters, or a little bit of less amount of the characters from the Friday Night Funkin' mods as well, even to do this as credits to this like anything as well. So let's say it again. The Coolio Studio is owned by Bald Bear, thanks to Scott Calthon for the puppets, which I got them from Sprites Resources, thanks to the Nickelodeon for SpongeBob, and thanks to Cool Sponge, or thanks to Cool Sponge 87 for the game. And that's it for just all the way for those things as well, even except for Five Nights at Freddy's characters and Friday Night Funkin' like anyways. So the link is gonna be in description down below, and as you gotta be checking out for to do this as well, but you gotta be at the age of 18 to view about of this comic as well. And don't forget, the main website is actually included around here, so you can do like anything you want, starting from Cookie Run Comic Studio. But as you can see here, we can't actually add it for some sort of for the Cookie Run characters inside of Friday for some sort of Friday Night Funkin' as well. So even for to do this as well, I'm probably not sure that we're able to be talking for some more, like I guess. Thanks for watching, for all your support, and I'm gonna be signing off, and I'll see you mini lads and Comic Studio users all later, because it's actually going to be one more video to go, and that's it.